Hi everyone, it's the Assyrian priestess with you. I hope this finds you well. I have pre-shuffled the Witch's Oracle deck by Sally Morningstar, and we received the goddess herself, card number 36 with the keyword transcendence. And I'm just going to read from the book for you, and the message is absolutely beautiful. So the vibration is heaven on earth. The key words are transcendence, karmic purpose, and faith. And the book starts with the introduction. The feminine aspect of the divine, the goddess, is the holy dwelling place for the soul. The mother's embrace can be felt in both her heavenly and earthly domains of Bina and Malkuth on the Kabbalistic tree of life. Many mystical traditions consider the union of Divine Lord and Lady as essential to transcendence and bliss. Our Lady the Goddess, Queen of Stars, shines her radiance upon you. As one of her children, you are traveling this universe, fulfilling the dreams of creation. What is your dream? What do you wish for? To find one's soul purpose is the quest. How does your quest fit into the myths and legends of your land? Transcend all limitations is the message of this card. To rise above earthly restrictions if one is feeling heavy, or to touch the earth if one is feeling confused and alone. Turn to the goddess for illumination and guidance. Seek the company of those who are wise. Have the faith to find yourself, to enjoy your earthly life, and to follow your dream. And the meaning of this card in a reading is that dreams can come true. And if you're feeling low, the message is you are not alone. So how beautiful. Let me know if if the goddess plays a role in your life, in your world. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Now this deck is pretty magical because I found it in a very old bookshop and I don't even know what it's called, and I'm absolutely obsessed with picking up secondhand decks in bookstores in like small towns. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Empress. It's a very medieval deck, and I just love the European references and the artwork as well. So the Eight of Pentacles is the farmer, the worker, and here we have the wheat, the circles of wheat. So you've been diligently creating and you've been focused on building, and you are the Empress energy, or you will be meeting with the Empress herself. The Empress has noticed your labor and will, I guess, reward you. So this might be a person you're going to meet. You might meet a woman who has goddess-like energy, goddess-like beauty, power, etc. She could be a boss or a leader who's noticed you, or it could be you entering into the vibration of this embodiment, which is my reading. But of course I am reading for the wild unknown collective, so it could mean anything. It's up to you to figure out what works for you, but it's positive. Here we see her with a babe in arms. Oops. Oh, so many cards wanting to come out. I haven't read from this deck in a while. Okay, so the Eight of Swords is covering the Eight of Pentacles. That's been happening a lot in my readings lately, just the mirroring. So you're in a period of restraint. We have the Strength card, but I'm going to need to cover it because it does not adhere to the guidelines. So let me see, what do I have on this table? A pen. So you're coming out of, or you're currently in a period of restriction. And it's self-imposed. So you don't need to worry. You've chosen to just pause for some reason. You've chosen to withdraw. Maybe it has all felt all too much. Maybe you discovered that the team you were fighting for was the wrong team. There's something in your spirit that is aching. Even though you're working hard and on the surface you are very exuberant, beautiful, polished, wealthy, or on the road to being wealthy, there's something in your spirit that has haunted you, that haunts you. And actually you're not turning away from it, you're turning towards it, you're turning inwards to it, because it's followed by the Strength card. And here we have the red-headed lady riding the lion. And you can see the caduceus, you can see the full moon, you can see the lemniscate there. There's something very fated and divine about this ache within you. It's like a portal that you must go through for your learning, because an empress who rules the world, she must be wise. She can't be naive. I do see you overcoming this ache or this wound. And it's going to come in a very unexpected way, because the Strength card is a card of relationality. I don't want to say relationship, but it could be. But it's being in relation to, because there are two figures here. This woman is not here on her own. She has tamed the beast. Now, of course, the Jungians would say this is the beast within, the wild spirit. I don't think it is. I feel like she has learned how to co-create with the wild forces of nature. And this wound that she has, probably from a long time ago, is part of what makes her more compelling, part of what gives her the gift of being able to ride atop a lion, if that makes sense. It's almost like the wound is the gift. And the caduceus as well, I believe, is a symbol of healing. So, and like the yin and the yang, it's the helix of like DNA. Tell me what you know. So, 6 of Swords, and I'll move the pen. I know it's a bit ridiculous, but they don't let you upload. if, you breach the guidelines. So here we have the Six of Swords, moving away, moving forward, moving on from the mental agony into inspiration. And I love this page. Like, this is a classic page. He holds a scroll from the Queen, saying there's a message for you, and this message is going to inspire you. It's an invitation of sorts. And I wonder if the invitation is from across the land, across the sea. I love the image of the Six of Swords here, because you've got all these mysterious figures in the water holding up the path for the person. Excuse me. Okay. The close. The Death card. Whoa. What a beautiful Death card though. Death and rebirth, and the Four of Cauldrons. So, yes, and the Tower in the Shadow. You have very recently, or let's say in this year, because I feel like this Goddess card really has the world energy, which to me can represent a year in time. I feel like in this past year, you have gone through a pretty major death cycle, death rebirth cycle. And look, I think a lot of us have, because we left the year of the snake and came into the fire horse. And you've also actually been resting, rejuvenating, and healing. Something shocked you this year, and it could have actually been a death of a person. So you might be grieving a loss, a very close loss, a personal loss, maybe a friend. And here is the Devil card, Temptation, and the King of Pentacles. What do we have here? All right, I see. I don't know if you're on the road to meeting a shadowy figure related to money and investment. There's something here about investment, money, riches, and wealth. All is not as it seems with the Devil, though. The Devil really is about your will. And look, the key word here is temptation. Yeah, and the Tower in the Shadow. Someone has their eye on you, or there's some sort of alluring opportunity showing up that you may go for. May be a good investment or a lucrative one. Here we have another king. Look at them facing off. There could be some competition, I won't lie. If you're in a relationship with a King of Cauldrons, he's not going to be impressed by this King of Pentacles coming in. That's for sure. And the Justice card. There's also the message here of, even though you are inspired by money, wealth creation, physical beauty and physical attainment, be sure that your spirit, your emotional reasoning or intention is pure, is clean. Because we have the King of Cauldrons and the Justice card following. Could also be like, if you do have a choice in two people or two offers, one of them who appears very wealthy, very beautiful, could actually not be, could be hiding something rotten underneath. and the one who appears a bit more, I don't know, moody, more withdrawn, could actually be the right one or the truthful one. Then we have the Four of Rods. You could also be like investing in a home. Are you thinking about buying a home? Are you thinking about investing? This could also definitely be investing in a relationship. And yeah, one partner is wealthier than the other. Oh, excuse me, I just knocked the mic. The choice is yours. There's no moral judgment. Well, here we go, the Three of Swords. It's an interesting Three of Swords because if you are tempted by straying from your current relationship, it will end badly. Because it looks here like one of the knights is murdering another knight and the woman is weeping. So it's not a good scenario, the Three of Swords. And it's interesting because it's the direct result of this Four of Rods. I wish I actually had a better layout so I could see the whole thing. It's hard reading in a row, actually. I am working on getting a better camera. How exciting. So we'll be able to do big spreads together. There's some sort of like happy family picket fence investment that you're grieving. And this could be in the past. This could be part of that death that you went through. And so maybe you are withholding and withdrawing your money right now. Maybe you don't want to share. Maybe you don't want to invest. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the shadow. What is going on in this reading? The Six of Rods. There is a bit of competitive energy here. Like I see you actually holding on and saying, no, I don't know if I want to go down that road with you because I've been down that road before and it grieved me. It was full of heartache. But again, we get this sense of like an invitation, an inspiration, something new coming towards you. But you're very weary about it. You've worked hard to create a life of luxury and balance for yourself. And you're just like, I don't know about you. I don't know if I'm going to be so conciliatory like you've been in the past, perhaps. Then we have the Chariot card called here Mastery. This is you aligning your will and your focus. So if you are actually a goddess-like figure or an empress-like woman, then you might be inundated with suitors. However, you have been hurt before, quite painfully. Something came at a big price for you. And you're sort of going to be staving them off a little bit. So I see you having conversations and welcoming the energy, but I also see you not opening the door and rolling out the red carpet maybe the way that you used to. And the Chariot tells me that you're aligning your will in order to return to yourself. because you understand now that you must direct where things go and not be directed. Two of Pentacles, again, there's this like juggling feeling. There's a lot coming your way, which is amazing. I think you're going to find it hard to decide who's true and who's not. But then you're going to pull out your sword. I mean, you're the Queen of Swords after all. You're a smart cookie, as we say in Australia. You're a smart cookie. So you'll draw your sword and definitely make a decision, but you're very aloof. By aloof, I mean you're not, even though you are the Empress and you're ruled by the goddess, you're not going to lay out the red carpet for anybody at the moment. I think you're just going to interview, these suitors coming your way. Reminds me of Penelope in the Odyssey. Odysseus has gone on his big epic adventure and Penelope's left home, and she's inundated with suitors who all think Odysseus is dead, and they're telling her he's dead. But she knows in her heart that her husband lives and she's waiting for him. So I don't know if in your heart you're actually waiting for like a true love or a beloved kind of energy, and you're at the point of like, actually, I'm not going to just date around, dating and mucking around and just whatever. Having conversations with suitors is not really interesting to you anymore, because the Queen of Swords and then we have the Fool. The Queen of Swords wants it all. She wants the Ten of Cauldrons. But what she's getting is a lot of the riffraff. It's another word we use in Australia. It's an old word, but the riffraff, the suitors who are not serious, the suitors who are clumsy, the suitors who are just misaligned with you. They claim to be on your level. They want to build this thing with you, but it just doesn't click and it doesn't work. So you're holding on to your dream here. You're holding on to your dream. Or if you're married, you're holding on to your family. So all of these outside forces, you're not going to let them in. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Rods. Even more invitations, even more. What are you up to? You are either out and about and meeting a lot of people, or, this could also be like you are actually online dating. So, you will be getting a lot of different kinds of people coming with different kinds of skills and different kinds of values and different kinds of looks, and not all of them actually are what they say they are, and not all of them can give you what you want. I can see you feeling a little bit frustrated of all the labor involved, because you're actually doing so well. You as an individual are doing really well. Okay, let's wrap this up. 8 of Cauldrons. Yeah, I see you walking away from these suitors in your fine clothing here. Here's the Queen of Cauldrons and the 9. You're walking away to what truly fulfills you. And what truly fulfills you right now is not being met by the other. So it might be a period of you growing yourself, your beauty, your power. And like, we did have the Strength card. So there is an element of you co-creating with the world. Here we go, King of Rods. This woman knows her worth, and oh my gosh, the Tower again in the shadow and the World card. I just want to laugh out loud. I don't know who I'm reading for, but okay, the clear message, which I did not expect this to go down this road, but here we are. You're going to receive multiple offers from suitors, but they could be business offers and collaboration offers and the like. You're going to entertain them to a point, but when you really reflect, because you're in your power, and this time you're going to stay in your power, because you've also undergone a great loss. And I think when we're grieving and when we're recovering from a loss, like, things don't make us laugh so easily. We're not so easily impressed. That's the energy I'm getting from this goddess energy here. You have really come to a very new understanding of yourself and the world and how co-creation and manifestation work. And so, of course, when you radiate, like when you are an Empress archetype, you're beautiful, you're articulate, you're accomplished, you know, you have your wealth around you. Again, wealth does not mean you are filthy rich. Wealth means you are secure and your surroundings are beautiful. So people will be attracted to that. And I don't see a shortage of invitations. But what I do see you is holding on to the dream of what you really want. And I wonder if it's this King of Rods is, you know, and he has come like, this is the third king. And there was a couple of knights in there as well. Yeah. This is Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo energy. So it could be also the timing. Leo season, Sagittarius season, or Aries season. Because this guy, or the conversation you have with this king, is going to be the conversation that makes it all make sense. Because we have the Karma card, which is the world, the universe, which is sort of a vibration of the Goddess card, don't you think? It's the being called to life. It's the rebirth. It's the rebirth actually being enacted. It's self-actualization in your embodied self. And I just like the way he looks at you. He sees you. The other guys were like, look at me, I'm so great. They wanted to be chosen. But this king sees you. And he does bring an offer. He does bring a gift. He might invite you to a drink, you know, give you a glass of wine. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm going to stop it there. This is a love story. I think that's the clear message. If you're single and dating, be alert that you're going to have up to 4 offers before you meet the 5th guy. And you're going to know who the right guy is because he is not trying to show off to you of how great he is. He's actually going to be in awe of you and be able to see you and be able to have the conversations that you really need to have. And you know what I'm talking about. So let's leave it there. Let me know if any of this makes sense. I will leave you, as always, with my love and courage until we meet again. Bye for now.